Hi, I'm Dwayne,
And I'm Tanya.
and we've started with these crazy little things you want to call a ball python. And right here's the little knucklehead that started the whole thing. Her name is Columbus. We just thought it might be a good idea to take everyone on our journey. This started out was one snake from Petco.
Yeah.
Now we're up to 14, and we're planning on going to the show in New Hampshire. And I have a couple more on Morph Market I'm looking at.
Well, we're taking you along our journey from the start to wherever we may end with this, but this should be an adventure.
I'll tell you how it all started with me and my um, connection to wanting a snake. My son and I like to take a walk up the Delaware River on the railroad tracks up the road a little ways from us and check out rattlesnakes. And I've got a friend who has gone up there with us as well, and it's been an annual deal. Um, and for some odd reason, I decided I wanted to actually get comfortable enough to tail a rattlesnake. Um, but never having any experience, didn't play with snakes as a kid, maybe a garter snake once or twice, and got bit. Really wasn't real fond of that. Um, so if I want to touch a rattlesnake, I got to get used to what a snake even feels like, right? And that was when I decided to buy Columbus. Um, I don't think my desire to touch a rattlesnake is quite as what it, quite what it was. Um, I think we're putting that on the back burner. When we go, we're just going to take pictures like we always have and be happy with that. Um, I'm not sure how we even ended up with a second snake or anymore which one it even was.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the second one was?
Um, the snakes you went to Rhode Island for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my first trip out, bought some snakes on Morph Market. Um, Two of them are, you know, three from one guy, one from another, and they both happen to have been from the same town in Rhode Island. Uh, I decided I kind of wanted to breed pieds. Well, the first one I found that was in my price range, um, I was afraid to have it sent through the mail.
Hmm.
So I ran all the way out to Rhode Island to pick it up. Well, looking at Morph Market a few days prior to that, I found a clown and a little normal that I wanted. Not that I really needed the normal, but thought somehow if I continued with the snakes, clown was what I wanted. The normal was only $20, so and she's cute as hell. So I couldn't resist. I brought her home as well. Do you have any thoughts? Tell them about wanting your snake and how that all went. My wife, who didn't even want one in the house, um, now has allowed 14 of them in the house. We're looking forward to getting some more. And she even picked herself a snake
Yeah, I
at a
did.
show. Um, you want to talk about that one?
My lesser?
Yeah.
Well, the lesser is a breeding snake. She's a proven breeder. We have her paired right now with our spider.
Yep. About albino spider.
Yep. So we're excited to see what comes from that. Um, her.
Spiders seem to be very, um,
Yep.
what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of controversy that surrounds them, but
Oh,
this
yeah.
one we have has little to no wobble. You can spot it occasionally if he's um, overstimulated, but the beauty that you can bring out in a lot of different morphs by breeding them to the spider just absolutely amazed me. I think they're gorgeous. Um, so back to my wife's story here about the. She told me she we got our pied calico. I mean, pastel calico. And as we get out to the parking lot after buying her at a show, I find out my wife is upset with me because I didn't let her pick out a snake. I had no idea she wanted a snake. So the very next show, I think, was in Scranton. We made it to the second table. She got all excited, started pointing. There it is. That's the one I want. That's the one we're going home with.
I knew I wanted a lesser or a bamboo. Those were the two that I was looking forward to seeing, if there was any, at the show.
So I guess to uh, give you a little more description of what we have for snakes, we've really run the gauntlet with absolutely no plan. We just, oh, that's a pretty one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one we want. Well, let me tell you.
And a lot of YouTube video watching.
I'm still a morph market addict. A pastel calico, beautiful snake. Bought it just because it was pretty. No idea what I could do with it as far as breeding. Although I've since found out that, boy, you can really make some awesome combinations. A lot of people don't like the pastel. I guess maybe they feel they're overplayed or they're overpowering with their genetics. I'm not sure what that's all about. But okay, so we've got the pastel calico. We have our lesser het clown. We have a normal het clown. We have a monsoon. We have a super pastel. We have two pastels, two normals.
We have an Enchi.
An Enchi, who I'm not sure if this whole Enchi thing is that particular morph, if they're fussy eaters or if I just happen to have one. I bought her for breeding. Getting her up to weight has proven to be very difficult.
Challenging.
Yeah, she really only likes to eat about once every 3 weeks. And, just to maintain weight, fine. I need her to put weight on for breeding. And she's just not doing it. She's just maintaining her steady body size, and that's that.
And that's uncommon in our snakes. We
Experience.
don't have fussy eaters like her. She is the only one that seems to be very particular about how often and how much she'll eat.
Yeah. So I guess as we learn, we're going to pass it on to you. Oh, back to what I was saying about buying this one that because it was good looking, that one because it was good looking, or that one. Well, I think that'll someday will make a nice morph for breeding. Blah 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 blah. Now, after having 14 of them, and 14 of them that do me absolutely no good for the projects I want, am I going to keep them? Yes, I've fallen in love with every one of them. But I want to make black snakes. I want to make the blue-eyed Lucy's. So I want to make white snakes, black snakes, the 8-balls, and at the Panda Pied. So now we're going to the Manchester show with some of this in mind. I do have 2 of them picked out at CV Exotics. We're going to try like hell to get in contact with them. Maybe they can bring them to the show. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Maybe we'll have to try to get to their storefront on Saturday. But be patient. Get your first snake. Get your second snake. Hang out a little while. If you think you want to start breeding, play with them. Watch the videos.
There's
Morph market like
There's
crazy.
A lot to learn.
And take time to figure out your project. I didn't do that. Now I have 14 snakes that are just pets. We're going to breed them. We're going to have fun with it.
For now. And eventually we'll probably sell a few and we'll gain a few more and we'll sell some of those. And I mean, this is the world round, I guess, is what you're going to do if you're going to breed. So,
yeah. The joys of being married to an ADHD husband.
That's a fact, guys.
Take a project this week and run with it. Take a project next week and run with it.
You just go along for the ride.
I think we're along for a long ride here because this is very slow going.
Oh yeah, there's no.
When
no
you wait for a female for here. 3.5 years, yeah, this is probably the longest game I'm ever going to play, and then be starting it at 54 years old. It's kind of crazy too, right?
Well, you start somewhere.
Yeah. And thankfully this year I found someone who kind of enjoys it with me. She spent more time playing with the snake than I did. If I'd have known that, I'd have grabbed another one.
Well,
maybe I will. Maybe I'll grab my cinnamon girl.
She being the very first snake that he ever got, she was so small. So it didn't take much to pick her up and hold her, and she's very, very friendly.
My prized cinnamon.
Oh yeah,
Um,
she's beautiful.
I just absolutely love her. I bought her to
You got to come in the
sell,
frame a little bit better.
and I have no intentions of selling her. I thought, wow, that's just a pretty snake I can make a couple bucks on. Uh, I've fallen in love with her pattern. I've fallen in love with her personality. Um, Funny enough, the first bite I ever took from one of these little devils was her. Um, I've taken a couple strikes since from a couple of my bigger ones.
I have not.
That might slow down her love for the
Yeah.
snakes for a while.
Yeah, because my lesser is a very big girl. So if any one of those big ones ever struck at me, I think I would definitely be. Look how pink her belly is.
Well, it's probably getting ready to go into shed because it was white.
It's beautiful.
That's kind of one of the first signs of shed.
Yeah, her eyes are starting to cloud over.
Which she is het monsoon, um, from both parents, mom and dad. Um, so I think we're going to get her shed tested. I want to know for sure if she is, because
what genetics she
if she
carries.
does have monsoon, she's going to be part of my
Breeding stock.
breeding project. You have any more input?
I don't think so, but thanks for this is our very first video, by the way, guys. So thanks for coming along with the ride. Maybe some of you will see this video, some of you probably won't, but that's okay. We decided that we were going to start a YouTube channel, and you got to start somewhere. So this is our very first video. So
Come along for the ride.
we look forward to having you guys.
We've only been doing this maybe 6 months, and it has been crazy for us. And I'm not sure where to say the end is. I've already had thoughts of opening a reptile shop, but
Time will tell.
Time will tell. And actually, I shouldn't say we've been thinking about it. I'm dead set. I'm going to do it. So in the spring, when we start construction on the building, we're going to bring you guys along. So hit like and subscribe for us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Have a good day.